What are some of the immediate things that, young or early sales professionals should remember when they especially enter this sector?
Right. So a couple of aspects. One is it's generic to other sales as well, but the process orientation required in public sector business is very high. Not only our process, but also the customer process, because that's the most fundamental thing. Second aspect I would say is very high attention to details. Because I used to train, for example, I used to have discussions. Every comma and full stop can cost a company dearly. While writing a tender, I'll just give an example. A customer would write, the scope of services includes, but not limited to, right? And when we say not limited to, put 10 things and you respond to that. Tomorrow he's asking for something which is not there in these 10 things. And you go and say after winning the contract and when you're executing the project, sir, this is not there. But he said, I had put not limited to. Didn't you read it? Right? That's the thing. And while we correspond, we had to be extremely sure in what we are writing and how do we bound the entire scope. For example, in proposals, it's very normal to say because of this particular thing, ABC will be the benefits for the organization, etc. Right? ETC. ETC in government proposals is very, very dangerous because etc. means there are further things which can be done. So why don't you do that? So that could be the thing. So you have to be very definitive and put a full stop. There is no comma, there is no colon, which should be there as far as the writing. These are very, very small things. And the language is in terms of, for example, can, could, would, want, everything is very, very important from a language perspective. Then the correspondence, I will tell you, one of the most successful salespeople, right? You may have the concept of elevator pitches, which are capturing the market now, and a lot of attention is there for elevator pitches. How do you basically sell within and capture the customer's attention in 3 to 5 minutes? That's the entire crux of the elevator pitch. This is today being spoken for CXOs and other things, but most fundamental for selling in government sector is the elevator pitch. Because with a senior IAS officer, you will not get more than 3 to 5 minutes in most of the circumstances to tell what you want, right? And more than that, because at any point of time, there'll be so much of people which will be there, and they will be and they have been told how to evaluate a person and how to understand things in 2 to 3 minutes. So the other side of the table had been taught to understand and grasp the things in, because they have so much of workload. They're either administrating a department or their entire region, a district, or something like that. So if you are selling to such people, you need to be extremely razor sharp in terms of what you are communicating. That's the thing when it comes to oral communication, because there are circumstances when the lift is going from the ground floor to 12th floor, if you get an opportunity to travel with the officer, you need to give a point and pick it up. So such a thing is there, and that file is pending. And if you're able to get an outcome out of it, he initiates it, your work is done. So that's the type of razor sharpness which is required in government communication. When it comes to return communication, I already said, you need to be extremely precise. There is no scope for being vague or something like that. Do that entire thing. Relationship is very key. Relationship not only at the senior level, but relationship at even every level matters. Starting from what you call junior, grade 4 or whatever clerk, or even the driver, I told to the highest level, like lots of power, you need to have that thing. So these are some fundamental aspects, the new seller needs to learn before addressing the public sector market. Yeah.